What is the one piece of advice you would give to a first year nursing student just starting the program? What is one thing that you could offer them or tell them?
To definitely stay on top of everything and make nursing school your number one priority. Basically, failure shouldn't be an option. You need to get really good grades and just fully dedicate yourself. It's a difficult program, and like first year seems heavy, second year is okay, and then third year is like really heavy content. And I don't know if you could like start your medications early and just get a gist of all the skills you need to do ahead of third year. I think it'll really help you with success throughout the whole nursing program, because it's like third year is definitely hard, but if you can stay on top of everything, I think that that'll really help. And maybe, I don't know, go and talk to some of your instructors on what to expect throughout the program, just so you know that you have a heads up on what's going to happen, and you know about your grades and your skills and just everything that you're going to need to succeed throughout each year. Like, don't just focus on this year, think ahead, because like the end goal is that fourth year and graduating, and it seems like it's forever away, but it's definitely achievable if you follow proper steps in order to get there.
Stress is a naturally occurring fact of life. That is no surprise to nursing students in any nursing program. Many experience program-related stressors, including examinations and assignments, and studies in general. More than one-third also reported stressors related to relationships with clinical staff and clinical assessment of competence. Students are further pressured by even more demands, spurred on by their financial circumstances, which in themselves are a stressor. While many students talk to their peers or family, many do not and prefer to do it alone, and some choosing to escape through alcohol or drugs. Nursing students support the mental and physical health of others, and therefore in many ways ought to be a role model. Nurturing and supporting their mental health is crucial to the future of the profession.
What was the biggest hurdle you had to overcome after transitioning from a student to an RN?
The biggest hurdle for me to overcome was writing that NCLEX test. You studied over and over, thought you had it, and then for me personally, I did fail my first time, which was all right. I thought I was good enough, and I wasn't. And then it was just getting back on, learning your stuff again and knowing how to write that test, going back and getting your self-confidence back up. It really brought me down, but once you get it, it felt great.
Many studies indicate that new nursing graduates encounter numerous challenges in their first year following graduation. These difficulties have been found to greatly affect psychological health and influence job satisfaction, which can result in high resignation rates. In fact, a recent study discovered that as much as 15% of new graduates quit nursing in their first year following graduation because of excessive workloads, inadequate knowledge, poor communication skills, challenging work atmospheres, a lack of support, and a culture of hostility between senior nurses and new graduates.
Interviewing Soyo, a third-year nursing student at the Medicine Hat College. Soyo, what is one piece of advice you would give to a first-year nursing student who is starting our program?
I think I would say like you really should step out of your comfort zone. In this program, like you're gonna face with so many challenges, so it's very important to accept those challenges and step out of your comfort zone. And whenever you need help, go talk to your instructors or ask their help. Like I'm sure many of them are willing to help. When it's too late, it's very hard to ask help, and to be honest, like nobody's gonna help. So most of the times it ends up you're failing your course or something like that.
Having a good mentor has not only prepared me for my career, but also for when the time comes to be a mentor. Haywood found that one challenge as a new grad nurse was prioritizing patient care and managing time effectively. Despite this challenge, having a supportive mentor and supportive team was helpful during challenging situations, such as when the patient health deteriorates. Having the knowledge about transition and some difficulties she may face as a new nurse was helpful for her in making the transition from a student to RN.
What was the biggest hurdle you had to overcome after transitioning from a student to an RN?
I think the biggest hurdle for me was just kind of like the workload that you have to take on as an actual registered nurse. Like as a student, sometimes you have, you only have 2 or 3 patients, right, that you're working with. And then the good thing about preceptorship is that it kind of prepares you for that, though, to take on 6 to 8 patients.
Oh, okay.
Which is good. But you're always under somebody else who's kind of overseeing things, right? So you always have somebody to fall back onto. So then now, as a graduate registered nurse, right, the onus is on you, right? You're responsible for all those patients. Whoever's under you, you're responsible for calling the doctor. You're responsible for identifying problems and dealing with it. And not to say that you're totally independent, because you do have a whole team around you,
right,
that you can absolutely utilize.
Yeah.
But definitely the fact that the onus is now on you as the professional registered nurse to care for your patients. You don't have necessarily somebody who's just you can fall back.
An adequate number of nurse graduates is imperative to meet societal demands. However, this is complicated by high nursing student attrition rates. Recent graduates have experienced difficulties finding employment or postgraduate training positions. Most nursing jobs require a year of experience. The real crisis now appears to be a logjam caused by the increased supply of new nurses with the near absence of transition training. The resulting frustration of the new graduates, if not fixed, is likely to have adverse effects on retention and supply. The ability of the educational and training systems to adequately provide the support needed to transition the new nurse is becoming more adequate at the university, but almost non-existent.
If you could offer one piece of advice to a new grad nurse, what would it be?
I think the best piece of advice that I can give anybody is take every opportunity you can to learn. I think every day is a new opportunity. Every day brings challenges. Every day brings new opportunities to move forward in your career, learn something new. And the second piece of advice that I think is great, that I definitely recommend, is come into work every day with a positive attitude. Make sure that every day is a new day. Don't remember what yesterday had in store for you. If it was a bad day, just make sure that today's a new day. Just smile, make sure that you just keep going and move on.
The article by Suresh, Matthews, and Coyne compares some of the stressors faced by both student nurses and newly qualified nurses. They found that a stressor that affects both groups is excessive workload, which they believe negatively impacts holistic care. Both the students and newly qualified nurses felt that there was not enough time to attend to the emotional needs of their patients. Some of the other stressors the authors identified are difficult working relationships, unmet clinical learning needs, and combining academic demands with clinical placement. Stress continues to be a problem for nurses in the clinical setting. The authors identified stressors to guide interventions to help reduce stress for both groups and to ease the transition from student to graduate nurse.
By creating this video, our group discovered 2 themes that aid in a nursing student's transition from student to new grad and beyond. That is 2, never be afraid to ask questions. Anytime you're feeling unsure of yourself, an assessment, or a skill, no matter how small it may seem, always ask. And second, never stop learning. Demonstrate a lifelong commitment to learning by asking questions. Part of being a nurse is endeavoring to always learn and expand your knowledge. This is what makes nursing as a career always evolve.